And now to Decision Desk 24, President Biden adding 3 more people to his reelection campaign team. Biden has run a bare bones operation with just a dozen staff members. Still, his team says they're off to a strong start, thinking outside of the box to raise money, and they say they are confident Biden will win in 2024. News Nation's Blake Berman joins us live from the White House with more. So, Blake, even if the president is looking for quality over quantity, these are some really small numbers here.
Well, he's been running now for some 87 days, Kelly, nearly 3 months since President Biden said that he wants yet another term here at the White House. But the operation, at least as it relates to his official campaign team, is still relatively lean. Here's what I'm told. I'm told that as of even the recent weeks, the president just had a handful of staffers on, but now that's jumped to about a dozen. That's all at this point in time. Now, the president has been traveling largely to swing states. For example, he was in Pennsylvania again just yesterday. Today, his running mate, the vice president, Kamala Harris, is in Florida for an official White House event. However, as the Wall Street Journal recently noted, she's only been to 3 swing states up until today. Now, keep in mind, though, the president does have the bully pulpit and the backing of the DNC, along with several super PACs that are supporting his campaign. Rodell Molyneux is advising the super PAC, Unite the Country.
There's a long time between now and the general election. I think starting lean allows them to save some money and save it for when they really need it. They have the White House right now. Some people are saying, well, they might be too lean. I look at it as being efficient with the resources.
Now, this light load has led in part to a stockpile of cash. The campaign, the DNC, the joint fundraising committees, Kelly, raised $72 million last quarter. They now have $77 million on hand. That has far surpassed what every single one of the candidates on the other side of the aisle have raised. Kelly?
All right, you could do a lot with those funds. So, Blake, President Obama had Obamacare. President Biden's doing something a bit similar, right?
He is, and it is called Bidenomics. It is something that this president is clearly embracing. He is making the bet, Kelly, at this point in time, that if he reaches a second term in office, it would be based on the back of the economy and Bidenomics. That is the key phrase, the key buzzword around the president, around the White House, and around his campaign. Here he was in Pennsylvania yesterday.
Our plans work in Bidenomics. We're here. Here's what it looks like. We're 13 million new jobs built across the country, and nearly 500,000 of them here in Pennsylvania just in the last 2.5 years. That's more jobs in 2 years than any president has created in a 4-year term. Unemployment is below 4%, the longest stretch of unemployment below 4% in the last 50 years.
Kelly, clearly the president is embracing this and wants this to be a part of his legacy going forward. The problem for him, though, is that when you look at every single poll, they consistently show that Americans disapprove of the president's handling of the economy, Kelly.
Yeah, a lot of folks hurting right now. All right, Blake Berman, thank you so much.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.